what am I doing? Am I going to do it? Is it, you know, I have been in mental turmoil about what I think I'm doing with the YouTube channel, with making content, with doing videos. I have had lots and lots of thoughts, lots of ideas, lots of half attempts, lots of beginning of filming things and then not carrying them on. My time now predominantly is taken up with work, which I am 100% not complaining about, because I have what is a dream job for most people, to have a job in what was my hobby. It's now what I do and get paid to do every day. It's not sewing, but it's within that realm. It does, however, mean that that has taken a hit in my time in terms of being able to film content and make content. What I'm having an issue with is I still watch a lot of other content that's made by lots of other people, and I absolutely take my hat off to everybody who does the same. However, I've seen various, stuff online, chat, comments, etc. Not aimed at me, which I really appreciate, but also if that was the case, then it is what it is. You put yourself on the internet, you are opening yourself up to whatever people wish to say about you, and you can't cry about it, because that's just how it is. Read it, move on, forget about it, don't care. Anyway, it's the conversation that's being had about what is worth watching or not watching. Is it better to make content that is tutorials, that is learning, that is giving information? Are they better? Is it okay to just make content for content's sake? Do people want to hear other people waffling on and rambling about pointless things, which I feel like I do most of the time? But I try to steer too much away from that, because I like a certain type of video, but it's two different ends of the spectrum in terms of what sort of content and video I like. I like tutorials that are to the point, non-waffling, don't blah, 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 get going on and on and on and on. Literally, it's a point by point. But that's when I'm information searching, because I watch content, I think, in two different ways. I watch it in terms of trying to find information, trying to find answers, finding like hacks or tips or tutorials about how to do something. That's one type of content that I like. And then the other type is purely for entertainment purposes. One in particular who I love watching, Rachel Maxey, however you pronounce it. I love her content. I love what she does, and I love that it's silly and fun, but she's making things, she edits videos incredibly well, which I think is the biggest thing when it comes to content creation, is how it's edited and put together. And you really do have to take out all the nonsense and the random and the so I've been mentally deciding where it's all going. What am I doing? Am I going to do it? Because it takes a lot of time, and then it's frustrating when I feel like I'm not putting out enough, and then I'll do one and it's really great and it's not too bad, and I think, oh, that was cool, like, well done, I put the time in. And then other times, I don't know, I'm not sure whether it's because I don't plan it properly, I don't break it down enough, I kind of don't really work like that sometimes. It's more just, I'll have an impulse of a creative idea and then I'll have to do it and go with it. There are so many things that you could make into content, so many things that you could turn into footage, but it's whether to be bothered to do that. And then part of me just think, who cares? There are so many people making content, making footage, doing things. I don't watch conventional TV anymore. I absolutely cannot stand conventional television. We predominantly watch YouTube with everything and anything. I prefer watching real things, or things that I know that someone has really taken the time doing. A little channel or a little brand or a little business or a little something, but they've really put in everything. Whereas a lot of TV content I find is just absolute nonsense and churned out rubbish. So we have cancelled pretty much most subscriptions to all of the channels for the year. So Disney's gone, Netflix is gone, Prime's gone. I think I had Now TV for a bit, it's gone. Like, we've literally taken everything away because The kids only watch YouTube. I only watch YouTube. Husband only watches YouTube. That's what we enjoy. So why do we need to pay for all the other things? There isn't a lot that I really genuinely watch on TV. Post video editing Chrissie here. I've had to jump on to do an ending because I completely stopped talking about what I was talking about in that footage, and it had no natural ending and just abruptly just stopped completely. So I've had to come on and film a tiny ending here to wrap it all up nicely in one little ending that makes sense. Apologies for the waffle, but I've needed to do that as part of a mental process, and it's really helped me actually. And I've had a vision, and I've had a thought, and I've had an idea. It's going to be fabulous. I'm really excited about it. I'm not going to share anything more about it until I do it, until it happens, because I've got a lot to put in place and a lot of things to prepare and get set up, etc. And I can't wait to share it with you once it's all up and running and done. And I hate doing that, and I hate having to be that person, because I hate when companies do that and it's something really rubbish that they then announce, and I'm like, what built up all of that excitement and anticipation for something really lame? And I don't want to feel like I'm doing that, but that is kind of what's happening. But anyway, I need to get on with my quilt, and I have had a amazing response to my aspen dress video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're new to my channel, thank you for joining. I've had a lot of new followers since with the aspen dress. I will keep doing bits like that. I've sent off to have another pattern printed, and I've got in the pipeline another sort of similar style video going on about another dress that I'm going to be making soon. Yeah, here we are for a whole another year. I've done over a year now of posting about my sewing journey. It's come a massive long way. Last year the word for my sewing was progression, and it hugely was. I have hugely progressed, especially the last part of the year from when I started my new job role in July. For the rest of last year is a huge spike in learning, a huge sort of upward trajectory of how much I've learnt now in my sewing and all different aspects of it, and it's fantastic. And I'm looking at really sharing a lot more with everybody, and that is my thing for 2025. My word for 2025 is sharing, I guess, I suppose, is the one word. There's going to be no gatekeeping. There's going to be no secret squirrels on information. What I learn, I want to share. It is absolutely about sharing this year, and everything that I find out, I will share with as many people as I can. Thank you very much for watching still. I hope it's still entertaining, even though this was a really random video. I feel like I needed to have that talk out loud. I needed to have that sort of discussion that I've been going through for the start of the year. I needed to share it for sharing. And if you have any questions, anything you ever need to ask about sewing, things that you struggle with or things that you need any advice or help with, please let me know, because as well as obviously it being myself, I work with others who have fantastic knowledge, years and years of experience. And so if you have any problems, please ask me, and I will do my utmost as always to answer them as best I can. See you soon.